Everyone, I'm Greg. Buy One for Matter on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Moxfield, and Blue Sky. And Buy One for Matter _ actual on Threads and Instagram. I am continuing my first wave of MTG Wilds of Eldraine box breaking. And so for this video, we're going to be doing the draft booster box. I I've already done several videos for the first wave, including a pre-release, a bundle, a set box, and 3 collector boxes. And a draft box is, kind of big. Also, it has less bling in it. So you've got, yeah. So I think I'm going to try and streamline this. I keep on saying I'm going to streamline it, but they always go longer than I intend. But really, I just want to get to the good stuff in this because it's just too many packs to make it a watchable video. So, here's the box. And I'm going to just crack into it. I've already probably shown all of the commons and uncommons probably between everything that's flitted by on the screen. So I'm going to examine which way these packs are organized and see if we just go for the good stuff first and then just, split out the uncommons and commons into piles and move on. And just see what kind of things we come up with. So this has got a topper that tells you something about the draft archetypes. So Frost Queen, Enchanting Slumber, Ruby and the Wolf, Armont and the Beasts, Pale as Snow, The Magician's Misstep, Greta Witch Hunter, A Brawl at the Grand Ball, and the Kingdom of Storms. And once in each pack, Enchanting Tales with a Norm. Old favorites come back in draftable form. The Enchantment's new art is another strong reason. There's Necropotence to start and doubling season. Pick up some snacks and go grab a buddy to play with land tax and perhaps Ristic Study. Sneak Attack would be granting you haste as a treat. That's the joy of the Enchanting Tales bonus sheet. Okay, so I didn't know. So this will verify it. I actually wasn't anticipating that they might be in draft boxes. I thought they were a set booster, collector booster kind of thing. The Enchanting Tales. But maybe I'm lucky and there are chances for those in here as well. That would be nice. So, pack number 1. Okay. So what order are these in? Okay, the commons, it looks like they're on the bottom, so we're going to go from the token side. So we got a non-token. We got the full art planes, so those are nice. And we do have the Enchanting Tales. So here we have Fraying Sanity. And we have our rare, which is Realm Scorcher Hellkite. And then we're into uncommons. 3 of those, and then the rest should be commons. Okay. So that's the way it'll go. Okay. So there's a go on an adventure token. That's more of a thing for kind of a zone marker for you to help you differentiate exile from adventure exile. Island, hatching plan, so it's an uncommon one for the enchanting tale. And a restless bivouac is the rare, so it's a land. Then we have our 3 uncommons, and then we have the commons. Just, double checking in case there's any surprises. Okay. One of those non-bow tokens. Okay, a swap. Okay, so this one had a foil slot. So stone splitter bolt. So that's an uncommon. Then we have our raid bombardment is our enchanting tale. Spellbook vendor is our rare. And then we have our uncommons. And the rest should be common. Okay. Okay, there are these new roll tokens that are enchantment auras. Where your creatures can have one of them at a time, at least from you. So if you put a new one on, the other one goes to the graveyard, I think. Haven't actually played with it yet, so I'll have to see them in action to make sure I fully understand the rules. But they basically, they have different effects, and some you put on your creatures, some you put on other creatures. That's that. There's an island. We had a foil slot in this one, so it was just a common, a hollow scavenger. Our adventure is Grasp of Fate. Our enchanting tale is Grasp of Fate. And Feral Encounter is our rare. And then we have our 3 uncommons and the rest. And the rest. What I should do here is uncommon. Okay. Yeah, because some of the enchanting tales are uncommons, so I want to get them in the right pile. Okay, food token, full art swamp. These are really sweet in foil. Um, ooh, Bitter Blossom, and I believe this is the borderless anime version, maybe. And then we have a Virtue of Knowledge as a mythic, and then we have our three uncommons and the rest. What I will pause to look up. There we go. Enchanting Tales. So, Bitter Blossom. It's not a foil, but it is a borderless. Is it the anime version or not? Yes, it is the anime version. So that's like a $28 card there, the Bitter Blossom. Um, and so Virtue of Knowledge is like a $10 card. So that's a pretty good combination there. Okay, food, mountain, dark tutelage, uncommon. Our rare is spiteful hex mage, and then we split the remainder. Okay, I was just double checking. Spiteful Hexmage is cheap. It's not a value rare. Okay, human token, a full art island, hardened scales. So that's it is a rare. Our normal rare, main set rare is the Heartflame Duelist. And split the remainder. Just kind of thumbing through them quick. You can freeze frame it if you need to look at one of the commons. But this break would take forever if I covered everything. More so monster and sorcerer role tokens, planes, season of growth. So a common and uncommon enchanting tale. Lord Skitter's Blessing is our rare. Okay. Let's see. So Lord Skitter's Blessing, that's also a cheapo. Okay. Okay, another unending adventure. A full art mountain. Curiosity is the enchanting tale, and the Huntsman's Redemption is the rare. And there go the rest of them. Okay, a rat. Swamp. Okay, a foil slot. Dream Spoilers, which is an uncommon. Griffin Airy is the enchanting tale, which is also uncommon. Our rare is the Scalding Viper with an adventure on it. And divvy up the rest. Okay. Wicked and Cursed roll tokens. So there's the Cursed. There's the Wicked. Forest. And like I said, you really need to see those in foil. They look a lot better. I mean, it looks nice, but it pops better in foil. Okay, so there's a foil slot, and it's a cool one. The Regal Bunnycorn. Yep, so we have a foil rare, and its power and toughness are equal, are each equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. So I think it's cool. I don't think it's worth much. Oh no, it's worth a little. So the foil is like 3-ish. Mana Flare. Mana Flare, and that one is rare. As our Enchanting Tale, and then our regular rare is Farsight Ritual. And we rush through the rest. Adventure. Lord Plains. Stab Wound. And Raging Battle Mouse. Our division of uncommons and commons. Treasure. regular island, dragon mantle, and Fawn's Bane Troll is the main set rare. And then 3 and the rest. Food, Full Art Swamp. As foretold. Now, there's a fancier version of this. So I think that this one isn't as... So this is like $1.20. But there is an anime borderless version. Anime borderless foil is like $24. So it's one of these ones where there's a big disparity. Yeah, I'm pricing from the collection interface on TCG Player, and they don't. I don't think they get they allow the high end to really mess around with the prices. I don't think they've got an algorithm right. Because I can see that for the the confetti foils are going to be expensive, right? So the as foretold confetti foils are 56 and 57, right? But for the anime borderless, the low is 990 and the mid is 24, and the high is 79.99. So I'm wondering if the low is real and the mid is inferred and it's using the high and it's way off. Or yeah, so I'll have to look it up separately. But that's unfortunate. I thought that one was worth more than it is, and I kind of doubt it now. Pollen Shield Hair. So this is good for tokens. So target creature you control gains vigilance and gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. And then creature tokens you control get +1/+1. So you get to build yourself tall within a token deck. Okay, then we have our uncommons and the rest. Okay. The Royal and the Young Hero role tokens. The Island, full art. Spreading Seas. And Sleep Cursed Fairy. Ginger Brute. Go the other way. Human, Full Art Mountain, Knightly Valor, Food Fight. That's the rare. Our trio of uncommons, and then the Parade of Commons. So, Rat, Full Art Forest, so we got a common foil here. Quick Study, Compulsion, which is uncommon. Devouring Sugar Maw. That's the rare. 1, 2, 3. And the commons. Shift those up. Yeah, there are enough packs in a draft box that the common stack can get pretty high. So there's a monster and a sorcerer roll. So there's enchantment aura tokens for that. Swamp. A Corvold and the Noble Thief as foil. Okay, that kind of makes it more obvious that it's foil. Yeah, but that's an uncommon. We do have a rare, Sanguine Bond. As the Enchanting Tale, and then we have Thunderous Debut as our rare. 1, 2, 3. And to the common pile. Royal and a Young Hero rolls, Plains, Utopia Sprawl, Restless Spire as the rare, which is this creature land thing, a land that you could make into a creature. Commons. And the Parade of the Rest. Food. Mountain. Intangible Virtue. Rankle's Prank. Yes. I do not appreciate Rankle's sense of humor. That's, well, losing life is one thing, but discarding cards and sacrificing creatures, that's just not cool. Okay. So then we get our 3 mid-rangers, and then we have the rest of the story. monster and sorcerer rolls a forest. Sir Ginger the Meal Ender. So this is in a foil slot. There you go. It's foil. Leyline of Sanctity. That's our rare. Not all of the ley lines are created equal. Let's see. Leyline of Sanctity is like $3. Okay. Our rare is Tangled Colony. So, Tangled Colony can't block. When it dies, create X/1/1 black creature tokens, where with this creature can't block, where X is the amount of damage dealt this turn. Learning as I go. Just double checking. Yes, it's just like $1.43 at most. 3 and the comments. A knight with vigilance, a 2/2 knight with vigilance token. Plains, a common foil, Sweet Tooth Witch. Yep. Impact Tremors. So that's an uncommon. Decadent Dragon. That's our rare. Uncommon. A Royal and Young Hero. Roll tokens. Forest. Vampiric Rites is the Enchanting Tale. Uncommon. The Iron Crag is our rare. And those are the uncommons. And these are the remainders. We have the main set. The Iron Crag. So the Iron Crag is like $5. So into a decent hit category. Royal and Young Hero. Mountain. Oh, okay. Land tax. I know the OG one is worth a bit. That's a mythic. Better double check that. So, wow, it's gone down a lot, I think. I seem to remember it being quite large, but I've got a foil version of it, so that may be tainting my thinking. But this regular land tax, like this, it's currently like 13. So it's taking a price hit and is easier for people to get now. Um, Song of Totentanz. That's the rare. Um, and it's also the main set. And it's also like $1.80. Like $1.80. Okay, so then we have our uncommons. Oh, Jenga. A lovely beast token. That's a very intricate beast. A full-length mountain. Grave Pact. Whenever another creature you control dies, each player sacrifices a creature. So it's a mythic. Yeah, so Grave Pact is like 7. So that's even more solid. Lich Knight's Conquest. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and or tokens. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, I find that interesting. But I think that's the card. That they did, a bundle version of a bundle foil version of. So those tend not to be super valuable. Yeah, so that's just like $1, maybe. Common. There go the rest of them. Okay, we're on to the final stack. Looking where we're at. 38 minutes in. I mean, Elemental, Island, Full Art, Curiosity, seen that before. Elusive Otter in Showcase. So that is our rare. Okay, we have our uncommons. The rest to the pile. Okay. Useless token. Swamp. Vampiric Rites again. Um, so Yenna, Red Tooth Regent. Yenna, Red Tooth Regent is our rare. So that's one where I'm assuming it isn't expensive. But one that I haven't actually looked up before. Yeah, so even in foil, it's only $1.75. So, um, okay, uncommons and those folks go to the common yard. And monster and sorcerer roll a full art planes, a tattered ratter as the foil. It's an uncommon. And an oversold cemetery. I think this has been reprinted enough that it isn't as big of a deal. Um, then Charming Scoundrel. So that's our main set. Rare. And 3. And then the rest. A pretty fairy token. Swamp. Sentinel of Lost Lore as a foil. Hatching Plans. Restless Vinestock. So that's our rare uncommons. Those commons go there. Human. Forest. Dark Tutelage again. A Tale for the Ages is our rare. 3 uncommons, but one of them is discerning financier. And that one is kind of fun because you can. So if someone's got more lands than you can get a treasure token. But you can give one of your treasure tokens to someone else, and then pay 2 and a white, or you pay 2 and a white to give it away, and then you get to draw a card. So if you need card draw, it's kind of a unique way to do it. And then we're down to the pauper pile. Yeah. Food. And mountain. Griffin area again. and a Restless Bivouac. So that's our rare. Yes, I'm not so excited about the lands that you pay to turn into creatures until end of turn. Um, I don't know how wonderful of an effect that is. They're tap lands that come in. Um, you know, so you can tap it for um, one of the two colors. It's a dual color kind of thing, but it comes in tapped, and I don't know that the benefit of the creatures is super great. I mean, there must be. You can probably build for it so that it makes sense, but I don't think they would fit in the decks I build usually. On an adventure to the forest. Full art. Forced fruition. So at least it's rare. And a blossoming tortoise. So that's another cool card. And then uncommons. Dope. Yes, I am getting sleepy. I was up very late, cracking a lot of packs in a row. And then I had to be up to get my internet upgraded. It was like a forced upgrade, monster and sorcery. So the uh, the cables coming into the house, well, they can't at least come into a box. They are now fiber optic. They rather than um, the copper coming in before. Um, but they were threatening. Garrick's Uprising is our uncommon enchanting tale. And okay, Gruff Triplets. I haven't pulled one of these before, so the Satyr Warrior Trample. When Gruff Triplets enters the battlefield, if it isn't a token, create 2 tokens that are a copy of it. And when Gruff Triplets dies, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to its power on each creature you control named Gruff Triplets. Oh, that's kind of fun. Let's see. Gruff. Oh. Yes. Typing under the table. Okay, Gruff Triplets is only $1.13. But still, yeah. So you turn it into you turned it into 3 instead of 1. And then when they're 3/3s, so they can build the others up if they die. So that's kind of cool. So 3 and the comments. Oh yes, and I was mentioning the internet. So anyhow, that all worked out. They got it. They were saying that my internet connection could be disrupted if I didn't make the switch. But it seems to be working. So back in business, but just low on sleep. Forest. A Gingerbrute foil. So there was a foil slot. That's only a common. Stab Wound is the Chanting Tale. Ingenious Prodigy is the rare. And then we're down okay, just 2 packs left. On an adventure. Mountain. Ooh. Okay. This is the anime Bitter Blossom. So that's a little cute. Cute Bitter Blossom. And it's foil. So I wasn't expecting that, and so I think that is going to have some value to it. But then also, we have Primal Vigor. So that's our. So this was the foil slot, and it happened to be an Enchanting Tale. The real the regular Enchanting Tale was a Primal Vigor, which I think is good. And I've never looked up Ashiok yet, but I got that as our in the rare slot, so it's a mythic. And then there's some uncommons and some commons. So yes, we will pause on the final pack just because this is like a monster pack. It looks like. So, Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator. So this is just a regular, or is it just a regular version? Yeah. So Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator is like 7 to 9 something. So that's not a bad hit. And then I gotta switch to the other tab. Primal Vigor is 1067. And then Bitter. Oh, come on. Okay, so Bitter Blossom. Anime borderless foil is 7423. Which, it may be 70. That's the low is 70. So that's a pretty awesome hit on its own. So these two, 80, 90. Okay. So all 3 of those in the same pack. Yeah, so we still haven't gotten to the last pack. Let's get that last pack in. But that was just a little exciting pack to open. And we got Monster and Sorcerer. Planes. Ground Seal. And Lord Skitter Sewer King. Okay, so yes, we were warranted in not worrying about that final pack. But the second to the last pack that was fire. And between that and I didn't look up all of those. Um, I know there's the land tax, and that was Brave. I mean, Brave Pact. Um, didn't look up. Wrong page. So Sir Ginger in foil is like 3. Okay, not a big deal. It's still a cool one. Food fight. As for holds. There's the other bitter blossom. Yeah, so I think if I go back to the other page for the bitter blossoms, bitter. So having, this is just the, regular foil borderless anime bitter blossom. There's an even fancier version, which is a confetti, which is worth even more. So the borderless, yeah, so the borderless is like 26 to 28, and then you're talking like 70 to 75. Yeah, so like I mean that's that's like 100 there, and then 10, 20, 30, 40. Um, the price on the draft. So I mean, I think these cards probably exceed the price of the box, unless I've gotten mixed up because on this set they didn't overcharge as much as some of the more recent sets. It was still, I think there's like a slight premium over what we used to get because I think I was used to getting draft boxes for like 100 or less. Like sometimes they would be like 90 on some sets that were like just normal sets. But yeah, so this was you know with a draft box you get more shots at the rare slot, and um, you don't get all of the bling, so I think that you probably can't find the confetti foils in a draft box. I think those are only in collector boxes, I think. Um, but yeah, I'm, I'm happy with this box. So normally a break of a draft box is like in we're still in. Okay, I am gonna say goodbye because this is like just about on an hour. So um thanks for watching. I hope you liked seeing the pulls from this draft box. Check me out on Twitter, BioInfMatter. Bye bye.